focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him. I'm curious. I'm gonna watch the fight. We're all gonna watch the fight.
Yeah. In a recent podcast episode, Joe Rogan discussed the news that Mike Tyson is consuming raw meat to achieve physical fitness akin to that of a 20-year-old. Rogan, a renowned comedian and UFC commentator, issued a stern warning to Jake, urging caution around the boxing legend. Drawing from his experience as a former UFC fighter, Rogan understands the rigorous physical and mental discipline required for success in combat sports. He emphasized the importance of proper nutrition and training for peak physical performance. However, Rogan also highlighted the potential dangers of extreme diets, such as Tyson's raw meat regimen. He expressed concerns about the health risks associated with consuming uncooked or undercooked meat, including foodborne illnesses like salmonella and E. coli, which can cause serious infections. Rogan's warning was intended not to deter Jake from pursuing his fitness goals, but to encourage a safer approach to nutrition and health practices. In a recent podcast episode, Joe Rogan discussed Jake Paul's recent decision to cancel his fight with Mike Tyson. Initially, Jake appeared confident about facing Tyson, but when it came down to it, he backed out. Rogan speculated that Jake's primary objective might have been to generate attention rather than genuinely challenging a seasoned professional like Tyson. Rogan advised Jake to be smart and safe about his approach. He encouraged Jake to seek guidance from a qualified nutritionist or trainer to help him develop a healthy and sustainable diet and exercise plan. Rogan emphasized that achieving optimal physical fitness requires a balanced approach that includes diet, exercise, rest, recovery, and mental well-being. By adopting a holistic approach, Jake can reach his fitness goals without compromising his health. Rogan reflected on Tyson's intense mindset, noting that Tyson's switch to a warlike mentality is evident. During an interview, Tyson mentioned he eats raw meat to stay fit, saying, "I just eat raw meat. What are you eating?" Raw meat. Rogan commented on Tyson's fierce mentality, suggesting that if he were Jake Paul, he would be intimidated. Tyson's history as a dominant fighter who has conquered many opponents still lingers in his mind, and he can tap into that dark, savage mode. If Tyson can recapture even 70% of his former capabilities at 57, it would be impressive and potentially lucrative. Rogan remarked on the surreal nature of a fight between a former Disney star turned YouTuber and a legendary boxer like Tyson, stating that seeing Tyson flash back to his glory days would be wild to watch. Jake Paul's departure from boxing became a topic of speculation after rumors surfaced about his alleged use of dirty tactics. The cancellation of his fight against Mike Tyson was possibly due to poor ticket sales, as the event was streamed on Netflix and failed to generate sufficient interest. Many doubted Jake's ability to compete against the legendary Tyson, which didn't help in selling tickets. Professional fighters like Ryan Garcia and Lennox Lewis questioned why Tyson needed to prove himself against a novice like Jake. Joe Rogan criticized the type of fans supporting Jake, suggesting they weren't truly invested in the sport. It appeared that Jake and his young fans were overly optimistic about his chances against Tyson. Despite being 57, soon to be 58, Tyson remains a formidable opponent with an extensive career, aggressive fighting style, and devastating punches, challenges Jake is not yet experienced enough to handle. Rogan noted that older boxing fans were rooting for Tyson, hoping for one last display of his legendary skills. They envisioned Tyson showing his dominance, and there was speculation that any agreement made would be more about showcasing Tyson's capabilities without real danger. Observations from highlight reels suggested that Tyson never aimed serious punches at Jake, with exchanges resembling sparring rather than a full-fledged match. Jake withdrew from the fight when anticipation was at its peak, citing advice from a doctor due to an alleged accident. This timing led some to question the legitimacy of his departure, adding another layer of controversy to the event. Jake Paul's withdrawal from the fight, which came soon after watching Mike Tyson's training video, raised suspicions. Many speculated that Jake couldn't handle the pressure. Tyson isn't just any boxer, he's a formidable opponent trained by Cus D'Amato in the peekaboo style, which allows him to defend himself effectively and deliver powerful punches that often result in early knockouts. Tyson's left hook is his most notorious move. He uses smooth head movement to avoid his opponent's punches before landing a devastating left hook to the head or body. Another lethal move in Tyson's arsenal is his right uppercut, particularly effective in close quarters. Tyson often lures his opponents in, causing them to drop their guard, and then strikes with the uppercut. Jake's decision to back out, citing advice from a doctor due to an alleged accident, came at the height of anticipation for the fight. This timing led some to question the legitimacy of this reason, adding to the controversy. The combination of Tyson's legendary status, advanced techniques, and sheer power likely contributed to Jake's reconsideration of the match. Jake Paul's decision to withdraw from the fight, citing advice from a doctor due to an alleged accident, came after he viewed Tyson's training videos. This timing raised suspicions, as some believed that Jake was intimidated by Tyson's prowess. Watching Tyson's training, Jake would have seen Tyson's devastating moves, like his uppercut that famously knocked out Marvis Frazier in just 30 seconds. The mere idea of facing such a powerful punch likely overwhelmed Jake, leading to his withdrawal before Tyson could even touch him. Tyson's left hook and right uppercut are legendary. In his 1988 fight against Michael Spinks, Tyson demolished his opponent in just 91 seconds, showcasing his exceptional power and technique. This fight, among others, exemplifies Tyson's ability to quickly and decisively dominate in the ring. When asked about Jake's potential as a boxer, Tyson was dismissive, stating that Jake was in it for the money and lacked the heart and skill to truly compete at a high level. Despite the hype surrounding their potential matchup, Tyson views it as a minor event in his illustrious career. Jake, however, remains determined to prove his worth in the ring, even if it means facing a legend like Tyson. Only time will tell if Jake has what it takes to go the distance and emerge victorious. Tyson's selective approach to accepting challenges has been a key factor in his career. Despite numerous fighters vying for a chance to face him, Tyson has been careful in choosing only those he deems worthy. This strategy has helped maintain his reputation and ensure that his matches are always highly anticipated. Controversy surrounded Mike Tyson's decision to accept an exhibition match against Jake Paul, who later claimed to have broken his back in a hospital video. In a recent interview, Jake opened up about stepping away from boxing. While initially excited about facing Tyson, Jake soon realized the risks and challenges of fighting such a legend. He decided to take a break, citing his new role as a father as the primary reason. This revelation adds a new dimension to Jake's public persona, traditionally associated with internet fame and celebrity boxing. Despite this, some question Tyson's selective approach to accepting challenges. Promoter Eddie Hearn expressed skepticism about Jake's boxing abilities, noting that Jake has yet to face a real fighter and suggesting his fight with Tommy Fury isn't enough to prove his skills. Even seasoned fighters like Tyron Woodley have doubted Jake's ability to stand against a powerhouse like Tyson. Rafael Cordero, a respected trainer who has worked with Tyson, acknowledged Jake's courage, but emphasized the reality of facing someone of Tyson's caliber. Many professionals wonder if Jake will ever reach the level of a world-class fighter. In the end, Jake's decision to prioritize his health over fame may prove to be a wise choice.